Welcome back to another video where I'll be sharing with you my earnings from 6 AI coloring books, specifically from my brand D&D Coloring Press. Since February, I've taken you on a journey with this brand from creation to design, walking you through the full process. And my last update on the brand was roughly 5 months ago, so it'll be interesting to see how it's still doing. So from these 6 AI coloring books, I've made $1,141.66. I published my first AI coloring book under this brand in February, and I made $11.07. And this was a large print owl coloring book. And in the following month, I followed that with the cat coloring book and the dog coloring book, and I made a total of $98.50. Then in April, I made $182.99 with the cat coloring book, making me the most. Then May was the highest month so far, where I made actually $198.25, and then it started to drop a little bit. There started to be a lot of competitors coming in and copycats into the niche, and they were just creating multiple types of the same coloring book and running ads, which again had an impact on my sales. So in June, it dropped to $156.55. I also added 2 more coloring books, a horse coloring book and a bird coloring book, in order just to diversify a little bit more because of the competition. And then it dropped even more actually in July. And that's when I stopped creating videos specifically about this brand. And since then, it started to pick up. A lot of those competitors and copycats have failed with their books. And in August, I made $86.60. Then in September, I made $111.62. And last month, October, I made $140. And this month, we're only halfway through, so I've made $88.32. So it will more than likely be more than the previous month. So this will help you understand that there will be ups and downs with your earnings, and you really don't need thousands of books to succeed with Amazon KDP. Just with these 6 books alone, at the highest point, I was able to make nearly $200. Now, in terms of the best-selling book, the large print cat coloring book for adults have made the most sales, making $572.66, followed by the owl coloring book, which has made $451.40. Then we've got the dog coloring book with $93.53, followed by the large print horse coloring book that's made $18.24, and the bird and turtle coloring book have made the least amount. So this is mainly to show you that you can make money with AI coloring books if you focus on niching down to a specific audience and creating a high quality brand and product. And I believe building a brand is the best approach, rather than just spitting out individual books. Now, having a brand is really going to force you to think long term and actually make some strategic decisions. Really think about creating an author central account. You can see with mine that I've already got 58 followers, and this allows customers to stay up to date with your brand. So anytime you release a book, they'll be alerted. And most Amazon customers will always buy more than one product. So if a customer likes one of your books, then they're more than likely to get another book. And you can see by one of my reviews here, all 3 are by the same customer. So they've bought the owl coloring book, the cat coloring book, and the dog coloring book, and they've been really impressed with all 3 and left some positive reviews. Now, one of the questions most people usually have is, okay, how much did you spend on ads? So we can take a look at that. And I ran ads in both the .com and the UK market. So I started running ads for this particular brand in March, and since then I've spent a total of $67.57, which has given me sales of $196.74, with an ACOS of 34.34% and a total of 26 orders. Now, this ad specifically is a lottery campaign, so I've actually got 9 different AI coloring books running in it. So this amount that I've spent isn't a full representation of the 6 AI coloring books. It would be less than this, but These are still good results for only spending a small amount on ads each month. So if we take a look at March, I only spent $1.75 and I had a really low ACOS of 8.3%. Then in April, I spent $9.85 with an ACOS of 35.23%. May, I spent $9.83 with a higher ACOS. Then in June, I spent $9.85 with a lower ACOS. July, I spent $6.37 with a really high ACOS of 79.35%. And then in August, I spent $10.87 and had a low ACOS of 27.21%. Then you can see in September how much I spent, and October, and so far in November. So each month I've only spent a small amount in order to get traffic to my books, and the most I've spent is roughly $11 in 1 month. So lottery ads are definitely the best low budget way to get this traffic to your books. And you can see a large majority of the spend has gone on the large print cat coloring book, spending $24.66 with a really low cost per click of 13 cents, and it's given me 12 orders, followed by the owl coloring book that I've spent $12.27, and again another low cost per click of 13 cents, and this has given me 6 orders. And also taking a look at the UK market, I've spent £53.58, which has given me sales of £132.22, with a slightly higher ACOS in the UK market of 40.52%. with a total of 25 orders. So the results have been very similar to the US market, which is why I highly recommend running ads in other markets. My spend each month has been very similar, and regarding the books, you can see the large print cat coloring book, I've spent $15.73. I've got a cost per click of 13 pence, and then I've got a total of 13 orders. And then this is actually followed by the large print dog coloring book, and here I've spent a total of £13.02 with a similar cost per click, and this has given me 4 orders. So overall, the brand is still doing really well and progressing. And the next steps I'm looking to add to this brand is A+ content, as none of my books have A+ content at the moment, but I'm trying to find a unique way to do this. Then also adding more coloring books to diversify and not just rely on the 2 best-selling coloring books. And finally, running more ads to these books in order to get more traffic and hopefully sales to my brand. Now, you're free to go through previous videos on my channel that will walk you through the AI coloring book creation. I also have an AI book that is a step-by-step guide to AI coloring book creation, and I recommend also joining my newsletter. It's free and out on every Sunday, and it will give you tips and strategies to grow and build a sustainable online business. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section.